was the civil rights. It was the civil. It was technically it was the place where Martin Luther King died.
There you go. The Civil Rights Museum and the hotel where he died, they turned into a museum, and it was really cool. On the inside, they had videos, and they had a whole lot of really cool exhibits to help you learn about what it was like in the 1960s and the 50s. And there was one part where I won't ask Douglas to tell because it was sad, and it was all about the slave trip from Africa to America and how they did a lot of bad stuff. And we realized that some people, even back then, would use power and greed to do bad things to people. Just to make a little extra money, they were willing to like be really mean and really bad to black folks. So then after that, we saw that, and I cried. I think you were very sad as well. And then we got to the next part where we started to learn about the civil rights movement. Is there anything you want to talk about in the civil rights movement?
The thing that I want to talk about the most, that was like legit the scariest thing, was when they stuffed like that thing, and it said, and they had this stuffed figure, and they hanged it on this like creepy like thing, like this line thing, like whatever. I don't know what it was, but it was like the head was like attaching to it, like the head.
Tell the camera.
Like the head of it. The head of it. They use it as like a scare mechanism to keep them working.
Yeah.
And they used that stuffed like figure, and they poked like this like stitch thing, and they stitched it to this like, I don't know what it was. I guess it was like a power line. I don't know what it was, but it was like this messed up figure thing that looked so much like a human who didn't do their job, and then they got all messed up. Like,
all right, so that was the toughest part, and they're hanging.
But for me, that was not the toughest part.
What was the toughest part?
The B.O.
Oh, no. We don't talk about the boats. I already talked about it for you because I know it's just a whole lot. Well, tell me about what other kind of stuff they had during that museum that kind of like let you understand what was going on back then, or the dynamics of power.
Doll test?
Huh?
Doll test.
Doll test? The doll test. Tell me about that. I didn't even watch it, but I know about it from my own history books. Tell me about what the doll test said.
I wasn't really listening since I didn't really want to look, since I thought it was going to be as bad as the...
Right. We don't want to talk about that. In the doll test, these people came up with a test to figure out how segregated schools, remember segregation? Segregated schools worked on the minds of kids, what it made them think, and if it, helped or hurt them. And they came up with a doll test. These really smart people came up with a doll test that had one white kind of baby doll and one dark black baby doll or brown baby doll. And they would ask them questions to kids, and all of the kids looked at the brown baby doll and said everything was ugly, oh blah blah blah, because they were so indoctrinated.
That means like they teach them the wrong thing.
They teach them the wrong thing. They indoctrinated them. And, everything white was pretty and everything black was bad. And so they ended up hating themselves if they were that color. The doll test was very important though.
Yeah.
Right? Because it taught us that what we think about ourselves has a lot to do with indoctrination. And it's not necessarily true. Because you know that you're proud.
Yeah. And you're great the way you are.
And you're just perfect the way you are. Absolutely great. And that, you don't have to be black or white. Whatever way you are, it's fine.
Like even if there's a new color in town, like brown or gray or whoever, the way you're made is the way God made you, and the way God made you is the perfect way you are. So never misstand the way you're made or whatever. just be grateful of who you are.
I love
what you look like.
Exactly. Okay. After that, what else did we see? We saw a whole bunch of music, the whole bunch of little exhibits. Tell me another one that stood out after the doll test.
There was actually a lot of bad ones.
Well, bad is remember, like I said, history isn't bad or good. History, the truth is, everything we learned in that museum, the other side of it is, we won. We won. We went through all of that to make it to where we are today. So, even when it seems bad, it's the history reminds us that we went through all of that and still won.
First of all,
we won. How did we win?
Just fighting me there.
Fighting back and never giving up, right?
Yes.
That's right. Okay, what about do you remember about the Rosa Parks and the bus boycott? What was that exhibit like?
I need to see it.
It was a bus that we all walked on, right? We walked on the bus, and then yeah. So tell them.
We could sit on it.
There you go.
It was actually kind of peaceful.
Yeah.
But for Rosa Parks,
it wasn't so good.
They made every part of it was good because, like, how did they make the sculptures of like the body and head and stuff? Like, that was awesome.
That's
like,
right.
These people have trained professionals of artists. Like, it was.
They are. So we went into the bus and we saw Rosa Parks was sitting there, and then they had. And
the bus driver was like yelling at her saying, "Get out of the seat and let the white person get in the seat," which a lot of people know, I guess.
Right.
Since everybody knows in my class, like at school.
Okay.
And my school.
All right. So then, what would happen if you didn't go to the back? Remember, the bus driver said when they said that if the black people didn't go to the back of the bus, then what would happen?
They would get arrested.
And she got arrested, but guess what? She got out. And then they had the boycott. What about the segregated counters for the drugstore? And where they used to sell soda and food. You remember that one?
It's almost as bad as what I saw on them.
It's not just like pictures in a book. When you go to this museum, they make it look really real and very impactful. That means it touches you in a very special way, not like just watching a movie. And we saw in that museum where they trained people to be non-violent. What does it mean when they were non-violent? They
couldn't do anything.
They can't do anything. They can't fight back. And why is that hard?
Because you can do all of that and you can't do nothing. Like, say if you get bit by $100 or something, and you in that time, they wouldn't let you do nothing.
Nothing.
You would have to have, and they wouldn't even let you have special gear. They would send you there to get trained and not let you do nothing. You have to deal with it.
But why? Why was it important not to fight back during that specific time? Because normally you gotta fight back. You gotta defend yourself, right?
But you can fight back, but it's not.
But not that time.
Not this type of fight back.
Exactly. It's the mental fight back.
But
It's hard.
I cannot be smiling right now because this is.
No, it's okay to smile because we won. We won. That's the beauty of it. So why couldn't they fight back? Well, why? What did it show? What was the important part about not fighting back for that specific portion?
Okay, so you know how like you can watch that now, like you can watch how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
The people who they didn't do that because the people who are making the whole reason why segregation even started was the bad people.
Right.
And it showed that the bad people started it. But if you fight back with your fist, it will make it seem like you're the bad person who started it. So that's why they get you in training to not fight back.
Very good. Very good.
But
very easy
I have something to say about that.
Go ahead.
It's bad, so it's okay if y'all cry, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In this video, it's I'm not trying to say it's supposed to make you cry, but you heard my daddy say earlier. It's about what we've gone through, and we got through it. So one of the men was crying since he was black and he was sitting in a white man's seat. He got stepped on like 3 times by this white person.
Yeah.
And then he got made fun of, kicked, blah, blah, blah. Take it away. Take it away.
That you didn't like how that made you feel at all. It made you want to cry? It's okay, because some of them are going to see it and they're going to want to cry too. They need to know that it's okay.
Daddy, did you take pictures of that?
I did. You want me to show them?
Yes.
You want me to show them so that they can know why you feel so bad?
Yes.
And this is why we call it a fight. Even though they didn't fight back with their fists.
They fought back with their brains.
To be able to handle this stuff takes a lot. And it really is hard to take. So he saw that, Douglas saw that, and even now sometimes it's hard to deal with. All right? I almost broke my camera, but it's all right because I understand it. It was too much. After that, they had their bus burned down. But guess what?
I can talk about that.
All right, come on, tell me about it.
So, you know how we were talking about Rosa Parks?
Uh-huh.
That was the same bus people were playing on. And when they played on the bus, they had this very bad punishment where they had to burn the bus down.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only one time. And then the firefighters had to clear all the fire out when they burned it down. And Daddy, did you take a picture of that too?
I got a picture of that too.
So can you show that? Can you show them that when you edit the video, please?
I will.
Every hill and mountain will be made low, the rough places will be made straight, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is my hope. This is the faith that I go back to the south with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discourse of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day that all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning like unto tears of thee. We land of liberty and we are
Personal space, baby. Personal space.
Let freedom ring from the heights of
You.
Let freedom ring from the smokehouse rockets of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the berries of smoke of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of North. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside. Let freedom ring when it happens. When we allow freedom ring. When we let it ring from every city to every hamlet. From every state and every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all of us, children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last, praise God Almighty, we are free at last.
That's right, brother.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration of freedom in the history of our nation.
Instead of a computer like we have
Look at that. This is history. Not all history is good. But we won. That's the point. We won. People died for our freedom.
In the pre-dawn hours of December 4, 1969, police raided Fred Hampton's home and fired more than 90 rounds, killing the unarmed Hampton and a sleeping security guard.
I was a teenager watching the news about what was happening, and it was found out that the government had in fact lied, and it made me angry at my country.
For many, Black Power was a call to recover their rich intellectual and cultural heritage.
Well, the intellectual life of African Americans in the Black Power era moves in exciting new directions as well, reclaiming the right to study themselves from the perspective of African people.
We are bodies moving together in love. We are communities looking into the sky.
A national plan.
Let me tell you what happened.
You tell me.
So he was walking to. Well, after he came out his room, he walked up to the balcony. He got assassinated. So basically, these people who I forgot what it said when we first came, but I remember it said, "And we shall see what becomes his dreams," and like So basically, these people on a way different building. So Martin Luther King couldn't see them. I guess I don't know where they shot him, like the place where they shot him at. Like I don't know if they shot him in the head, the stomach, or I don't know. But I know they shot him, and then like they were hiding out, and then they were plotting what they were going to do, and then they said, well, we can shoot them.